Hello, my name is Rob and welcome to Metal Monthly. This is a video series where I talk about everything that happened in metal music over the past month, and I read it off my phone because my printer died about a year ago and I still haven't managed to fix that. So let's get on, let's discuss things that happened in metal music in October 2025. First off, we have Conjurer with Unself. So this is a doom metal band, although this album is doom plus some other stuff. First song blew my mind. I was like, oh, doom metal, I'm ready for this. And then the opening song is the lead singer playing with an acoustic guitar, and he is playing a cover of Can't Feel at Home, which is an old blues song from like the 1930s. And I was like, is this the right band? But then that kind of fades out and it like becomes a metal song. It was a very interesting, very cool transition. Like feedback turns up while the song fades out. It was really cool. I had to listen to it a few times. Genuinely great. After that, basically, it's doom metal, slow tempo, rough vocals, interminably long sections between notes at certain points. And frankly, I fucking love doom metal, and this kind of annoyed me. It was doom metal, but it was also heavy metal in places. Like, it was a weird mix of it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I kind of liked it. Wow, that's really good review there. Kind of liked it. I liked it a lot more than other albums I've reviewed recently, is what I've written. Go me. Next up, Testament with Parabellum. This is a thrash metal band who started in 1983 and were very influential in the thrash genre, and yet somehow have never actually been, like, they never were part of the big four. And so basically I think they just never really got very much recognition because everyone always talked about the big four. So Parabellum, which means prepare for war, by the way, fun fact. This is Testament's 14th studio album. And it is thrash metal, but it is a mixture of thrash with death metal, black metal, and orchestra. Genuinely. It was a very weird thing to experience. And when I read that, I was so hyped. The fuck was that? I don't think my cat's in the room. So, yes, rough vocals, fast as fuck, great riffs, really interesting breakdowns. When there is different stuff, it's also like progressive in places. Like, it's fantastic. This was a great album. It's all over the place. It's not one note. It's fantastic. And I read the lyrics to one of the songs because you can't fucking understand the lyrics. And I read the lyrics to Infanticide AI, just to like double check that they were anti-AI in that song, and they are. I mean, it's called Infanticide AI. It wasn't going to be pro, but just in case you're wondering. And finally, this is the, I've never heard of this band or album before, but I really like the band name or album title. I forget what I titled this section. This is, oh, I haven't prepared for this, Sanguisabog with Hideous Aftermath. Fucking hell, that's hard to say. So the band name is hard to say because it's not really a word. It is a combination of the Latin for toilet, sanguisa, and bog, which is English for toilet. So it's basically just two words for toilet. But one of them's in Latin, and so that makes it high class, definitely. So that, John, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat is being annoying. So this is death metal. It's super triple fast drums, super rough vocals. It's very Napalm Death, except that I like this a lot more. Basically, there is melody here. That's the thing. There is a beat that you can like cling onto and you can headbang to it. It's not just Napalm Death, which is generally just a wall of noise. I really, really liked this album. The tempo is slower than I was expecting, and it does make it, I mean, I've put it that it's closer to doom and sludge metal. It's nothing like those, but it's closer to those than I was expecting. So I have to kind of be in the mood to listen to this kind of thing, but when I am, this is the kind of thing I want. It was really good. Oh, I like to check the controversy section of bands' Wikipedia pages to see if I actually want to talk about them here. There was a band that has an album out this month, and I was going to talk about them because I've seen them before and I didn't really like them, and I was like, oh, maybe they've got better. But then I checked the Wikipedia page and their controversy section has got a whole bunch of shit, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not giving that band any screen time, so fuck them. Anyway, so this band, fucking hell, Sanguisabog, that's so wrong, they have got two sections in the controversy section, but one of them is that they sold a Free Luigi shirt, and, you know, yes, Free Luigi, that's not a controversy in my book. And apparently the lyrics have been described as explicit and graphic, and people think that that may hurt the band's progression. And first of all, you can't fucking hear the lyrics. And second of all, they are named after two words for a toilet. They know who they are. The band is great. Just let them be great. Stop criticizing them for being brilliant. Anyway, that's the albums that came out last month. Next up is Music Festival Explorer. Do you remember last month I said, I haven't written anything for ages, but this month I'm writing something about what it means to be a single versus an album? I still haven't written that. I've been sick twice and I've been dealing with depression. Get over it. But there's my website. I've got a whole bunch of stuff over there. You should go read it. I recently renewed that website. It was really expensive. I really should get back to writing. But I haven't this month. But you should go read some stuff on there. Thanks. Any hoozles. Finally, we have the fun story from last month. And this is the story that's not really that fun. Japan has recently elected a female prime minister for the first time. That's really good news. Her name is Sanaya Takichi? Definitely pronouncing that wrong. And apparently, she's also a drummer in a heavy metal band, which is really cool, right? Well, that's what I thought when I saw all of those headlines, but that's not true. She is a drummer. She does like heavy metal. She apparently once was in a band, but she's not anymore. We can't find anything out about that band. We can't see if they ever released anything or hear anything they did. She just likes to drum in her spare time, also likes heavy metal. Like, that's it. That's not that interesting. But anything you search about her is all about her being a heavy metal drummer, and I'm just like, well, that's not true. New York Times has an article about her. It is a 1,600 word article. The headline, Japan has a new leader and she's a heavy metal drummer. So I read that thinking, this is going to be all about her and her history of drumming and maybe her heavy metal band. Do you know how many times the word drummer is in that article after the headline? Once. It says she is an amateur drummer. Then it's 1,500 words about her being a political person and how much she likes Margaret Thatcher. And I was like, fuck, why have I read this? This has nothing to do with heavy metal. So there you go. If you see about her, if you find anything else about her, please let me know, because I was interested, but no one seems to know anything about her. Anyways, right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. That has been Metal Monthly for this month. If you listen to any of the albums, let me know what you think. Go check out my website. My name's Rob. I'll see you in another video about this next month. Yeah, that was good. Sorted.